Here's something to consider. What is perfect? You know? Like, everybody's definition of perfect differs. You know? From one person to the next. Everybody defines perfect as, you know, something else, you know? Usually. There is some agreement, you know, some people will see eye to eye on this and on that definition and all, and you know, they'll agree with each other and everything, but it's still, there are always going to be, there always have been and always will be variances, you know, subtleties and subtle differences, and like, you know, some variations, you know, they'll always differ, at least to some degree, you know. It's just, the way I see it is, nobody's perfect, you know. Nobody is flawless, nobody is faultless, nobody is incapable of making mistakes. It's a human trait, you know, it's part of what makes us human. You know, we make mistakes, you know. We say things we didn't mean to say, or you know, say things that hurt people, or do things that hurt people. You know, we have accidents, we do things we didn't intend to do. You know, everybody does those things. Everybody. Every human always has and always will do those things. Every king, every queen, every prince, every princess, every prime minister, every president, every despot, every tyrant, every dictator, everybody, every single human being on the entire planet throughout the history of mankind has always made mistakes, whether they want to admit it or not. The way I see it is that, you know, judging people the way I do, the few ways that I do, is like a great equalizer. I hold everyone to the same basic standards. You know, I have the same way of judging people. You know, it's fair, it's equitable, it's reasonable, it's practical, it's logical. It is the best, in my opinion. For me, it's the best way to judge people. You know, because, you know, there's no point in expecting a human being to be perfect. There's no reason to judge someone for being faulted or flawed, like, you know, in a within reason, you know, within tolerance, you know, with at least to a certain extent, you know. I mean, because no human can be perfect. No human can be flawless. It's not possible, you know. Nothing is perfect.